Well, folks, thanks for watching, tuning in for part B, the commentary. So she was simply dropping her children off at the daycare center. 2 kids. And she was shot by a man that she knew. She had a protective order out. Ladies, a protective order is not going to save you. What we need to do is make sure we keep these Dusties out. That's what's going to save you. As this lady said, and imagine this lady, she lives in the neighborhood, so she may drive by this every day. Talk about some PTSD. What does this lady say here on the screen? In her own neighborhood. To the reporter?
It's not acceptable. It's not something that we want in our community.
Wow. Beverly Moore has lived in this neighborhood her entire life.
Where I've never seen what's going on today. To see this young lady laying over there deceased and her kids don't know that mommy's not coming home, that hits hard. It really hits hard.
Around 7 this morning, a young woman was shot and killed outside Charity Church after dropping her kids off at daycare.
Now, this is a man that she knew, a relationship. She had a protective order. And I thought about it. So let's try this again. He was up early to commit this crime. What, around 7 or a little bit after 7 o'clock? He was up early to commit this crime, letting you know he was bent on doing this. As I said before, said again, you have to acknowledge people, whatever it is, people are doing what they want to do. Be it productive, non-productive, be it murderers, robbing, and thieving. People are doing what they want to do. You want to know why? Because that's who they are. And sometimes we try to sit up and make all these excuses. Well, ain't no way to it. They are doing what they want to do. These men are committing all this murder and mayhem in the community. Why? That's what they want to do. The women choosing to keep carrying the seed of poverty D. That is what they want to do. People are doing what they want to do. She got murdered as she was dropping off her children. Now, one report said the kids saw it. Another report said that her children didn't see it because they were inside. However, there were other adults and other children around that did see it. Dusties bring drama. They bring trauma. The financial implications, too much dust in the nation. So all this right here, another $50 billion liability boy. He got all this going on. He got all the tape going on. Then don't forget, they shut down the streets. All this right here is taxpayer dollars, you think? All this right here going on. Got to call cops from over there to come over here, and you want to defund the police. You'll be dying faster, ladies. I hate to tell you that. All this going on because of a dust bucket. She may be a resident here that lives there, and then just to see this, she's maybe thinking about maybe her daughter. All of this going on. They even shut down streets, got to divert traffic. Look how many police cars are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the tape. Divert the traffic. Why? $50 billion liability boy doesn't know how to act in society. This is what he does or what he do. One dust bucket got all this going on. So she's dead. All because of this right here. She's dead. 2 children are now an orphan. Oh, let me guess. Her baby daddy gonna show up to raise them? Yeah, I doubt it. The seed of poverty D. And that's truly my opinion. The hashtag seed of poverty D. Hashtag 50 billion liability boy. Hashtag the #1 orphan maker. Hashtag a dusty man in Blackistan. All of this is going on because of this trash right here. Gee, I wonder if she had life insurance. More than likely not. Geez, so now someone's going to have to take care of those children and explain to them why their mother's not here. All because of this on the screen.
Shouldn't be happening.
Police tell us the woman's children didn't see her get killed, but other children did.
And I know that there's trauma in that building right now.
There's trauma because of who? What's on the screen? $50 billion liability board. There's trauma. This is what happens when you let dust in your life and we don't want to face it. We want to try to pretend. Ladies, let me tell you something. You can't fix this. What I'm going to show him, he's going to show you what death looks like. And that sounds, oh, that's not so nice. Well, guess what? It's not meant to be. What's happening is not so nice. A lot of our people want somebody to see. When people don't care about you, they can just say, well, DeQuanda, well, Lucille, these things do happen. Yeah, these things happen. But it's not your fault. It's not his fault. Then whose fault is it? He has to be held accountable. And ladies, we got to start thinking they're not worth your life. Did you hear the report that he also has other DV cases? That should be your clue to run. But no, we want somebody to tell us that we're doing everything right. That's how your enemy will. They'll talk real nice. You're doing everything right because they don't give a darn about you. And then somebody like me, that I may have an inflection in my voice, and bless us when they get out. She ain't got to be saying all that hollering. You still don't get it. Keep on dying. So yeah, do like the ones that don't give a darn about you and just tell you that you're doing everything correct and wrong. And then they'll go home and say, boy, these some dumbass people. These are some fools right here. These people right here. But in front of you, they're real nice and sweet, and you're like, oh, I likes them. Yeah, I'm as liking them. You right, it ain't his fault. I was liking them like the simpleton that you are. We're about the wrong thing. This is unbelievable. And to think that lady giving an interview, she saw that woman lying on the concrete on the ground. Gee, I wonder how she's sleeping in an ice up fine last night. I hope you guys did too. I bet that bothered her. Who sees that every day? She saw a body lying on the ground, knowing the woman had been murdered, mother of two. Other children saw it. And what does she say? She know there's what in that building? There's love in that building? No, there's drama and trauma in that building. Why? Because of this on the screen, your $50 billion liability buddy.
Police tell us the woman's children didn't see her get killed, but other children did.
And I know that there's trauma in that building right now from what those children saw and got.
Who caused the trauma? Let's talk about the financial implications. So the children saw that, okay? This was Friday. The children saw it. You think somebody might be going, Mama, I don't want to go back there. I want a different daycare center, Mama. I don't want to go back to charity church daycare center. I don't want to go back there. That man killed that lady up there, Mom. I don't want to go back there. You think? Even though it was an isolated incident, he definitely targeted her. So what do you do? Let me guess. We're in the BCA. We flush with cash. Psych. What do? I don't want to go in there, Mom. I'm scared. That lady, that bad man was there, Mom. I don't want to go. So maybe now you have time and resources to find you a different daycare. Do you? Farther away, by the way, out the hood. Can you? Now the children may not want to go to that daycare center. Charity church, wow, look at the advertisement. I mean, these $50 billion liability, boy, I'm thinking it's going to more like $100 billion, because look at this one situation. Now, we got all the traffic, a person dead, 2 children are orphans, somebody in the BC has to take on those children. Charity church, the daycare center, they got to give a statement. It's not their fault. This is her man or her ex-man. It's not the church's fault, but now the church on the darn charity church. That's what that shooting was, right? All because of this right here. And he will forever keep these men with a job. You ain't got to worry, Peter Pan, Dusty Dan. These fools gonna keep you behind employed. Always. You can go ahead and put a down payment right now in your second home, your vacation home. Go do it. Go ahead. You can go ahead and do it. As long as you got these fools acting out, you will always have a job. Always. Ambulance or ambulance man, you will always have a job at this fool. Funeral home man, you will always have a job at these fools. Section 8 man, EBT. $50 billion liability board. And this is one Dusty. Got to call the ambulance. Got to get this fool to the hospital. Got to call the police. Several police cars doing investigation. Oh, don't forget, got to call the detectives. Yeah, the news media, the charity church now giving them a black eye because he's there. You think he didn't know that there? I mean, you think he didn't know other children whether he didn't care? He chose this. Oh, she got them protective order. Yeah. I don't know where she take her kids at. You think he didn't think they were? I mean, it's a daycare center, so parents, children, hello. You think he didn't know that? He didn't care. Roads closed down, got to divert the traffic. Somebody might be late for work, school, going out of town on business. You might miss your flight. Wow, abducted and acted up in the neighborhood. So instead of going down this way, we got to go all the way down this way and then circle back because there's trash on the screen. Do you not see a lot? Do you not see one dust bucket? One dust bucket. Got all this going on. All of this, a dust bucket. Roads closed, city yellow tape. Got all this going on. One dust bucket. Keep hope alive. Keep on dying every 5.5. I'm going to stand by my man through thick and thin. Be dying every 4.8. Deal with a Dusty. You might end up as late. The late so-and-so. This is crazy.
God bless them. And God bless that lady that's laying there that no longer with us.
So she saw that.
Police continue to investigate. Moore wants to make a change in her neighborhood.
A better community. If anything that I can do, I will do it to stop mothers not being able to go home to their children.
And all you can do is tell them, ma'am. And I think she's a good woman. I think this is a nice, decent lady in the community. Honey, all you can do is to tell how to spread the word to not carry the seed of poverty D. That's the only way. As long as Black women keep on engaging with these dangerous fools, this is what's going to happen to. And that's just it. It is. He already had a DV case. I think he had 2. It was reported he already had 2 domestic violence cases. Already. Now, if some of the children are afraid and they don't want to go back to that daycare center anymore, that is probable. So parents may have to spend more money and find a different one. You know, it might be little Megan, little Kiki. No, Mom, I'm going to get out of the car, Mom. I'm scared, Mom. I don't want to get out. Little Jamal, I don't want to go in there, Mom. Mom, I don't want to go in there. That man was there. That bad man shot that lady, Mom. I don't want to go in there. You can't force your baby. So what do? Go find a different daycare. Maybe that's free zone. Oh, and then the other part of the financial implication. If that does happen, the church will now have layoffs. If some kids leave a daycare center because of this trash right here. See, all this. One person. One bad apple ruins a whole barrel. Here's a good example. So imagine a community unleashed of these things, these dust buckets, the chocolate drops on the block. And you wonder why the community is the way it is. You wonder why. Then the church could have layoffs. Gotta let somebody go. You think daycare centers are making a lot of money? Gotta let somebody go. Well, because he came up here and he shot her, he killed her, and then some children saw it, and the parents are scared, even though she was the one that, he targeted her, so it's not like it's random. But the kids saw it and they don't want to go back in that building. They are terrified. So parents may start pulling their children, and then the church will lose money. Somebody will lose their job. All because of who? It's things like this here. A lot of our people that don't even think about things of this nature, the major effect, we don't want to think about it. We just want to say, I'm going to pray for them and keep on moving. And then it happens again and again. So Black women, he already had 2 cases. If a man is not decent, cannot provide for himself, you must not love you or your children. This is happening quite often. It's too many times. You're going to keep on giving them a chance. $50 billion liability boy. I didn't think he would. That's the problem, you didn't think. It's too many examples. So date and choose dust buckets at your own risk. Choose at your own risk. And then when something happens, that's what you chose. This is exhausting. I just cannot imagine. I hope those kids can get the counseling that they need. Unbelievable. One dust bucket. He got all this going on. All of this is going on because of one Dusty. It's overprotective order. I keep telling you. Listen, winter is already here. We're in for a blizzard.
Investigate Moore wants to make a change in her neighborhood.
A better community. If anything that I can do, I will do it to stop mothers not being able to go home to their children.
It's time for the young women to get low self-esteem. Stop low self-esteem. A lot of them suffer from low self-esteem. The issue needs to be addressed, and they just need to, I hate to say it, you can hang with this community at your own risk and date these dust buckets. Simply Said here on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Let me know your thoughts on the matter, and I will close with this. Dusties like you. So the way this is going, so you can kind of understand what I'm saying. Remember this song? Dusties. They ruin the community. Look at all the drama this one Dusty has bought. All the drama, what he's bought. One person. Police. Ambulance out there. Daycare center. We're building brighter futures. Really? Now they're on the news. On the news. Bad publicity. Bad publicity for the school, for the church. All of this. Not just you, the members too, but just like you, but just like you. We don't need you, we don't need you, don't need you. Such a fool, not just you, the members too. But just like you, you make the worst things like you. But just like you, but just like you, but just like you. We don't need you, we don't need you, don't need you. Dang. Stop working on. Just like you. We don't need you, we don't need you, don't need you. You're such a fool. Not just you, the babies and not just you. That's a problem too. Just like you, just like the babies too. Just like you, just like you. We don't need you, we don't need you. Get the fool. Such a fool. Not just you, the babies too. Not just you. Just like you, just like the babies too. You get the fool. Just like you, just like you. We don't need you. We don't need you. Something about certified food. Hey, but the news birthing you. Dusties like you. We don't need you. We don't need you. You're such $50 billion. Not anymore. You got the dusties like you. Dusties like you. Never. We don't need you. We don't need you. Dusties like you. Hey. Somebody's too, memories too. We don't need you.